I'm finally about to do something with this mess, you guys. I have not been taking care of my hair. I haven't been interested in my hair. Just been overall uninspired. So I was like, maybe it's just time for me to get back to my roots, okay? But the first step is to strip it of this color right here. So I've been to Sally's and let's see. They was trying to sell me some mixing bowls and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, okay? This is a new one I bought that never used, but I got mixing bowls, baby. I got brushes. I got that. You know, I got everything I need, really. I got shower caps. I don't have gloves in here, but I got that too. I got everything I need. Don't let the contacts be a jump scare, okay? I just needed to take off my glasses. I can't see without them. And I don't have any clear contacts right now. So, all right, y'all. I told y'all the first step was lifting this color, which the red is pretty much almost gone in my hair. It's just very a light tint of red. So when I went to Sally's, they recommended this color removal. They told me that I could just mix this with water, but from the videos that I saw, mixing it with water was not really effective. So I'm going to be using 20 developer like it says on the package. They have a chart that shows you all the mixing and times that correlate with what you're trying to do with your hair. And I think I'm going to go with the color to be removed is medium shades of permanent color. And I'm going to leave it on for like 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to take this and pour it in the bowl. Goodness. Kind of strong. I've already been coughing all day long. This is not helping. I'm going to be using 2 packets. And I'm going to be using 5 ounces of developer. And I know a lot of people eyeball their measurements, but I'm just so particular. I like to know exactly how much I'm putting in. Now I'm going to mix. I used to use blue flash to bleach my hair. And this is kind of what the mixture looks like. Y'all, this stuff is really strong. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I used to do this in my little bathroom. Be about to pass out mixing all these chemicals. This is how it looks all mixed up. I put on gloves. I feel like sometimes they could be a little controversial for some reason, but wear gloves. And as y'all can see, my hair is a little bit straighter in the back than in the front, but my hair was intended to be straight until I went outside and the humidity hit it, and it was pretty much it from there. So I'm pretty much just trying to lift the ends of my hair. So this part right here is pretty much just where I'm going to apply it. Woo, this stuff's strong. Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to make sure I get it on there and work it in there pretty well, because I don't want to have to do this again, especially in the front. You know what I'm saying? That's the part I'm going to see the most of. I really don't care too much for the back. Whoever sees the back, sees the back. Y'all, I'm kind of like halfway through, and I realized I didn't even need 2 packs of the color removal. Like, if I was doing my whole head, I probably would have needed both packs. But I really only needed 1, because I think this is about to take care of all the color lifting I needed, you know, since I'm only putting it on the ends. So it's fully applied at this point. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer for 30 minutes. But I'm still going to work this through just to make sure that every strand is touched. I don't know why, but this is just so therapeutic for me. So now I'm going to put my hair in a shower cap. And I'm going to let this sit until the time runs out. Y'all, look at how much I had left. I had so much left. Oh my God. I hate to waste money. Hopefully this works the first time. Okay. I feel like it's pretty much lifted. So I went ahead and brought another light in here so y'all could see like how much it lifted. I feel like it lifted as much as I needed it to. It does look a little pink, but I feel like that's enough for me to move forward. What do y'all think? I think I'm satisfied with this lift. I'm going to go ahead and wash this out. So this is how my hair looks rinsed out. I see little pink spots more so on this side than I do. Well, maybe a little bit on this side too. Does that matter? I don't know. I don't feel like doing this again because I gotta wait until tomorrow until I could do anything anyway. So that's just gonna add more time. I'm gonna use this little Bond hydration mask in order to. My hair really doesn't feel rough, but the person at Sally said that it does take a lot out of your hair to lift the color. So I'm trying to protect my hair. I'm just gonna use some of this. All right. I'm gonna let this sit for a few minutes and then we'll see how my hair feels afterwards. I really like that treatment, y'all. My hair feels like my hair didn't feel rough before, but it feels even more soft now. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna let my hair dry and then tomorrow we'll start the bleaching process. Okay, this is how my hair looks dry. I still see little orangish, pinkish undertones, but for the most part, you know, it's giving blonde. So I'm gonna go ahead and just bleach my hair and tone it, and that should knock a lot of that out. So it's the next day and I've divided my hair into 4 parts, and all of the products that I'm using will be linked down below, but you will need bleach, and I use 30 developer and plastic mixing bowls and a brush, and I also use a measuring cup as well as gloves and plastic caps. So I failed to show you how I mix everything, but you just want to make sure you mix everything with a 1-to-1 ratio or half and half if that makes more sense. But here I'm just applying the bleach to the darkest parts of my hair, and I'm just applying the bleach to each section, just making sure that it's covered on both sides. And if I feel that it needs to be worked in a little bit, I'll just take my fingers and do so. And so once I feel like I have finished each section, I'll just take my little clip, section that part off before I start on the next section. And am trying to move a little swiftly because I want to give the bleach enough time to work, but I also don't want to leave the bleach on my hair for too long. I know that y'all can see that there is a mirror behind me, and that's because whenever I am applying bleach, I like to be able to see how everything looks when I'm applying it to the back. So once I get back there, I'm going to use the mirror in front of me and the mirror behind me to try to kind of see and make sure I'm touching every piece that I'm trying to get to, because when you don't do that, it can really be a mess. Like, try to have at least 2 decent sized mirrors that you can see where you're placing the bleach, because that is important. Now at this point, I went ahead and started my timer for 25 minutes, and as y'all can see, my hair is already turning in the front. So I went ahead and put my shower cap on top of this so that it could sit for maybe like 5 or 6 minutes, and it started to get even lighter. So I thought this would be a good time for me to go ahead and add bleach to the rest of my hair. Normally, it's recommended that you apply bleach to the ends of your hair before you start on the roots, because the heat from your hair will cause your hair to turn much quicker. and it'll be much lighter than the rest of your hair, but the rest of my hair was already light. So I really was just trying to make sure the color was a little bit more even, and in fact maybe a little bit darker than my roots. I wanted my roots to be a little bit lighter. So I'm adding the bleach on now so that it doesn't sit on my hair for as long as it did on my scalp. So hopefully that makes sense, but if not, you'll see what I mean by the end of this video. So at this point, I was getting a little concerned because my hair was still looking a little pinkish, orangish at the ends. Even after washing the bleach out, there's going to be some brassiness and oranginess, of course, but it still was giving kind of pinkish. So I was a little concerned, even though I was very happy that my curls and everything was still intact. At this point, I randomly decided that I wanted to try bleaching my eyebrows. I had never done it before, but I was like, why not? You know, I just wanted to see how they would look. I was a little nervous that they were going to be too blonde and look like they weren't there, so I didn't leave them on there long enough, and it was like, okay, this really did nothing. So I had to go back a second time, and this time I applied it a little bit thicker and tried to cover every strand, and it had a better result. I was a little concerned at first. I was like, well, did I do too much? But y'all, it really came out cute, and you're gonna see at the end of this video. Next, it's time to tone. I'm going to be using the Wella toner, T11 and T15. Mix those together. And I'm also going to be using 20 developer. You're going to use 1 part toner, 2 parts developer. And I'm applying that to pretty much from root to tip of my hair. And yeah, here I am, child. I'm just so messy. This got everywhere. You need to be careful when using this because it's not the same texture as bleach. But anyway, I'm applying that to my entire head and just making sure everything is fully coated. I really didn't even need as much as I used. I probably could have only just used one of those bottles, but I wanted the effect of both of them together. So I'm just sitting here working that in. I secretly love the smell of toner, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna put my shower cap on top, and I think I let that sit for like 25 minutes. You do want to keep an eye on it to make sure it doesn't get too ashy, but I wanted to knock out that yellow and orange. And here was the results, y'all. I loved it. I loved how it came out. Now, if you look closely, you'll see that there are still some pinkish undertones, but I'm totally satisfied with the outcome. Not to mention my curls are still intact, but they are feeling a little dry. So I'm taking some Bond hydrating hair treatment and I'm applying that to my hair. Like I said, this was my first time using this, and I feel like this was the real test because the first time my hair wasn't feeling rough, but this time around my hair really was after all that I had put it through. So I'm really trying to work it in there. I'm combing it through, and it has just enough slip for me to do so. And y'all can't see it, but my hair is rejoicing. Like, it felt so soft and supple, and I let that stay on my hair for like, I want to say 30 minutes. And once I rinsed it out, like, my hair was back, y'all. My texture and everything, it just popped right back into place. So I always have to take care of my scalp, and I use this serum from Taraji P. Henson's line, and I use wild growth oil because it has peppermint oil in it, and that's very soothing for my scalp, as well as black Jamaican castor oil that I mix in there as well. And I forgot to record myself twisting my hair, but this is me taking my hair down, and y'all, I missed it. I missed the blonde. In case y'all didn't know, I had been blonde for like 6 years, and then I cut all my hair off and did other things. But dyeing my hair blonde again or bleaching my hair, it really does feel like me again. I'm just so happy that it turned out the way that I wanted it to, because this was my first time doing a color remover, and it could not have been any better. I love the results, but y'all let me know what y'all think down below. I would love to hear your opinion. Deuces.